Thanks for logging on to this ELN Local News web exclusive. I'm Ryan Greene.
And I'm Jonathan Winston. Here are the stories we have for you this Tuesday, April 14th.
Everyone loves a good thank you note, and students at this morning's college coffee were able to write their own, saying thanks to the alumni who made donations to the university. It's called the Thousand Thanks Campaign, and as students and faculty packed into Corey Concourse this morning, in between the muffins and coffee, they took a moment to participate. Sarah Peterson, Director of Donor Relations, says students were eager to take part.
Sometimes we forget in the haste of getting more and more gifts to say, thanks for making this gift. It really matters to us. And of course, ELN Day was all about saying, I believe in ELN, and we're thanking people for believing in ELN. We do too.
And if you couldn't make it to College Coffee this morning, there will be a writing center set up in Mosley tomorrow from 10 to 5.
Also at College Coffee this morning, Sparks sponsored a whiteboard campaign to promote Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Students and faculty could write a message to show their support for survivors. According to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, 1 in 5 women and 1 in 16 men will be assaulted during college, though many will go unreported. Continuing this week, tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. there will be hoops for survivors at the Oaks Apartment basketball courts. Teams of 3 can participate for $5, and all proceeds will go to the Survivors Fund. On Wednesday, Sparks is hosting a Consent Is campaign in Mosley from 11 to 2 p.m. to talk about the meaning of consent. Thursday is Take Back the Night, and starting at Speaker's Corner, there will be a march to protest victim blaming, and at 7 p.m. in Whitley Auditorium, survivors will share their stories of sexual assault.
Trial continued today in the case against Jeremy Jacob, a former ELN student facing 2 charges of second-degree sexual offense. Jacob is pleading not guilty to the 2 charges. An Elantown police report from 2014 says the alleged incident occurred early in the morning on January 18th of that year. Court documents confirm the alleged victim was a female ELN student who is still currently enrolled at the university. In North Carolina, second-degree sexual offense is a Class C felony. State law says a person is guilty of sexual offense in the second degree if the person engages in a sexual act with another person by force and against the will of the other person, or who is mentally disabled, mentally incapacitated, or physically helpless, and the person performing the act knows or should reasonably know that the other person is mentally disabled, mentally incapacitated, or physically helpless. Stay with ELN as we continue to follow this story.
No suits, no awkward handshakes, no need to impress. That's the theme of tonight's latest networking event for students. It's called ELN Network, a student-designed and driven annual event with the goal of combining social networking and the career search. The ELN Network provides students with networking and contacts to reference while they are deciding on a career path and searching for internships and jobs. ELN spoke to event organizer Brian Kozin about what ELN students can expect out of the ELN Network.
It was kind of a niche market. Essentially, we found that a lot of students who were underclassmen, they couldn't really go to, the job network or the job expo because, they don't have a suit, they don't have a resume, there's not really opportunities there. They're looking for full-time hires or possibly junior interns. So where does an underclassman turn to find, mentorship, advice, or possible, professional leads to kind of get a jump start on the professional experiences?
ELN University now has another name to add to its growing list of Fulbright scholars. Mary Rouse, an ELN senior, has been awarded a UK Fulbright for graduate school. She will be studying strategic narratives at Royal Holloway University of London, working on her graduate degree in media, power, and public affairs. Rouse hopes to eventually work for the U.S. State Department.
Now Taylor Swift may be out of the woods, but the birds are in the ELN forest, that is. This month, Associate Professor Dave Gammon completed the 5th annual ELN University bird count as part of an initiative to track the biodiversity of the 56 acres of woodland just north of main campus. Gammon's most recent findings show the highest level of species diversity to date. In order to complete the count, Gammon had to stand silently for 3 minutes at a time in 7 different locations throughout the forest. Gammon was able to identify 26 species of birds by recognizing acoustic patterns and calls. And although 26 species sounds like a lot, Gammon says there are potentially even more.
And finally, happy registration week, ELN. Rising seniors started picking their classes this morning for the next school year. Registration continues all this week, so make sure you meet with your advisor to get permission to register and to make sure you are on track for graduation. If you're not sure what time you register, you can sign into OnTrack and check.
Well, Ryan, I am so glad we do not have to go through that registration process again. Something I will not miss from Elon.
Yeah,
sure.
it's always really stressful because you never know what classes you're going to get until you press OK. And then it's
Exactly.
like, ugh.
But now we have jobs to look for, so I guess
Yeah, I guess that's a little
double
harder.
the stress. But good luck to all those registering, and thank you so much for logging on to this week's Elon Local News online exclusive.
That's all the news we have for you, but make sure you follow us on Twitter at Elon Local News.
And we'll be right back here in Studio A on Thursday at 9:50 for ELN Morning. Have a great week, Elon.